People, volatile top matchups are fun. That's probably what Adam thought when he locked the champion that he is about to lock. And if you haven't watched this game, then I would recommend you take this time to quiz yourself and think about these two team comps and see what you would lock in his place. And yeah, let's just go through it systematically. So for BDS's comp, first of all, you can see that their bot side is Zeri Rakan, which Zeri is typically known for being very safe, like just weak side scaler. You just let her sit on the tower, she just farms her minions happily, and then eventually late game she becomes, well, the Zeri we all know, love, and hate. And then in the meantime, the Rakan is free to play on the map and like roam mid lane, roam top lane, play objectives, do whatever he wants to do. Then they also have Sheo and Sejuani, which is a champion that always wants to play with melee champs, right? Where do you find melee champs? Well, top lane. So that's another indicator next to the Rakan that Adam can go for a very carry heavy pick here. And then lastly, the Ari is also a facilitating kind of champion, right? That wants to push out mid and then roam to side lanes and find skirmishes, and that would also do very, very well in assisting a carry top pick here. So now let's look to the other side, to what Vitality have drafted. And firstly, you can notice they have a lot of CC, Nautilus and Maokai, plenty of crowd control spells, right? And then secondly, they are very low on DPS. The ADC, where typically there's a lot of DPS, is Senna, which does not have that much DPS. And then mid lane, the other role where there sometimes is a lot of damage, Jace is just more burst, right? So what champion benefits from enemy having a lot of CC and not a lot of DPS, and also happens to be played a lot by Adam, it's Olaf. And yeah, he's going to lock that in. And basically what he's saying is, all right, bot lane there's not going to be much happening, so I will just take this matchup, which is actually pretty rough, Olaf into Rumble, but I have a Seju, so we will just be winning the 2v2. And over the course of this game, in the top lane, there's going to be some serious madness unfolding, and so I want to dedicate this video to figuring out what the hell is going on in the top lane in this game. And, well, some of you might already be able to guess that, well, this is BDS, and if there's ever level 1 shenanigans, then BDS are probably involved. And the other way around, if BDS are involved, then probably there's level 1 shenanigans, so that's indeed what happens in this game. And especially since there's Adam's Olaf, which Olaf is also known for, well, level 1 shenanigans. That's exactly what they go for here. Shiu decides to completely try to split map and just walk into Douglas's top side, try to take all of his camps, and then, well, presumably go for level 3 gank top. And well, Photon knows that, so he respects, doesn't go for the push, and just tries to sit back, and then Sheo goes for the level 3 gank anyway, because he is a psycho, and also he has a flash to invest. If you can check the minimap briefly here, you can see the little moment where he flashes over the wall and just invests that to trade for Photon's flash. Which, again, with the strategy in mind that BDS have drafted here, which is, haha, we have Olaf, we win 2v2 top, XD, we punish Rumble. This makes a lot of sense. We want to trade the Seju flash for the Rumble flash. However, the normal thing for Douglas here would be to just say, well, I guess I'm going into your bot side then and just taking bot side, and then we both have 6 camp and everything's fair, right? Well, no, because he knows that he has a Rumble, which, as you can see right now, is in solo matchup 1v1, just completely fisting Adam. And therefore he does not want to give up top lane. So you can see that actually after he knows that Sheo went into his top side, he goes into Sheo's top side. Because, again, Sheo just wasted a bunch of time on top lane, so Douglas knows he has some time to make sure that he is not completely weak-siding away his Rumble, which is, as you can see, very capable of fighting the Olaf, especially because Photon made this decision to take this Ignite. And this is a pattern you're going to see repeating over the course of this game, where Photon is just going to be able to completely smack Adam, not kill him, but force him to base, and then also force him to lose some minions. Meanwhile, Douglas trying to go for some more ambitious invades, but again, if Olaf and Seju are winning 2v2, then they can for sure win a 2v1, so he's just forced to flash out here. But meanwhile, in the top lane, Adam is just bleeding minions to Photon's slow push, and, well, even freeze actually. So here's where he's already going to start falling behind. But does that mean the top lane shenanigans are over? Hell no. Otherwise this would not be worth making a video about. So as the game goes on, well, you can guess what Sheo is about to do next, which is just sneak into top lane. And again, if he does not look for top 2v2s, then the Olaf will just slowly bleed out, because again, Rumble's just way too OP in trades, and every time this Ignite is up, Photon will just run at him like a madman and completely chunk him out, make sure he cannot play, and is forced to drop minions. So what does Sheo do? He sits in this bush and tries to play against Photon on the freeze. Now, on the other hand, as you can see, Vitality also know this, so they send Douglas up to contest the push. And while, yeah, usually Adam and Sheo would just win the 2v2 pretty cleanly, in this case they have a big wave to fight, and also Photon has a level lead now. So both of those factors would make the 2v2 pretty sketchy, but thankfully for them, they have Nuke moving up the river. So now it's a 3v2, and therefore they commit. They get a little chunk on Photon. However, Photon plays this really well and just decides to trade back with Douglas. So now Adam is half HP as well. And then he just loses so much HP as well in the aftermath just to this huge minion wave. And then Photon dings a 6, is able to just ult Adam. And now you can see like he has a 2 level lead and is just therefore able to crash this now, even though it's for now still 2v3. Adam is just not a champ right now because he is way too low. So they are able to not only crash this wave, but now you remember Nuke was first on top lane. Well, he did give VIT a lot of time to push in that wave of his own, and now VIT has his move timer. So now Vitality are actually going to be the ones who will be trying to take advantage of this top lane. They will attempt to dive Adam here, which they realize is a bit too bold, so they back off. But we'll end up getting a bit too cocky here because, well, remember, while Photon is winning in 1v1, this is still Olaf Seju, which is really scary 2v2. And so VTO bases in a bit of a greedy spot here, and now again Nuke gets his timer back up. He still has everything up, so now VTO just ends up getting caught by the Seju, and BDS do actually get to play towards the wincon, which is again skirmishing around top with Seju and Olaf. They secure themselves a double kill. And now, while Adam is still pretty doomed in this top lane, as you can see, he's 20 CS and a level down. BDS now have some new hope in the form of their mid-jungle duo, which they can still use to, well, guess what, play into top lane, because, I mean, again, otherwise the Olaf pick just doesn't make sense. If you're not going to put time into this Olaf, then what will just happen is, again, Photon will just at the next opportunity press that Ignite, run down Adam, and then he will have to drop 2 waves in the plate again. So that's what BDS have to kind of try and do now, and, well, yeah, guess what? Photon presses Ignite, just Giga trades on Adam. Adam is 2 HP, even though, by the way, this man purchased a Hex Drinker in an attempt to avoid this exact fate, but, well, level and Ignite lead is just a bit too much. And again, Photon doesn't get the kill, but the kill doesn't even like have to be delivered for Photon to get a lead out of this. You can just see that CS lead growing and growing. Now he gets the secure plate as well, so BDS have to try to do something about it. For now, they're just gonna take a Drake, but, well, again, this would not be the top Fiesta it is if Sheo was not on his way to try to rectify the top lane situation once more. Again, with their now newfound power through the mid jungle 2v2, they will try to do it through the mid lane first. So he will hover Nuke to make sure that he gets to push out this wave here, and then they will move into the top side to try to make something happen there. And they spot Douglas, who is taking his Grump and is dropping the Grump and respecting them. So they actually make a very smart decision here to not commit into topside further, because they know they cannot dive a Rumble this Fed. They can, however, keep threatening this Jace and pull his flash. And now, playing mid into top is going to be even easier for BDS, because now VT has to respect a lot more once the ults come back up. And yeah, that's pretty much the next timer BDS have to wait for, and they really just want to, again, I've been saying it for the thousandth time, but that doesn't make it less true. They just want to get into the top side and make sure this Olaf can finally play the game. And yeah, speaking of Olaf playing the game, that is exactly what he doesn't get to do here, because guess what? Photon's Ignite's back up. So, well, he does the thing we've already seen him do like twice now, and just chunks out Adam and forces him to base also, you would think, because Adam actually cancels his base here with the hover from Sheo. And they try to defend this tower and make Adam not lose this wave, but, well, Vitality are like, nah, brother, you have to get out of here. And even though Video screws up his QE over there, Adam is still once again forced to base and just drop wave. And one thing about the Olaf jump is usually you have 3 items you can rush. You can either go Stridebreaker, you can go Hydra, or you can go Triforce. And you can see how desperate Adam gets this game by the item that he chooses to rush. This man is just rushing a more optimal Mortius just to be able to survive against this Rumble. And yeah, one other interesting thing, if you look back to this crash, is yes, Adam loses a wave on this crash, but that also means that Adam is going to be earlier on the map than the Rumble. And again, BDS also still have this mid lane control. So even though you would think that top lane is now still winning for Vitality, right? They would get to take these grubs, but again, because of the tempo situation and the mid lane situation, BDS just get to start off these grubs first and try to take some of them. And Vitality will try to contest, and nothing will really happen because, again, for now, Adam just still has the tempo from his earlier base, and BDS will try to leverage that to, again, cause trouble in the top side because that's what this is all about. And so, yeah, they will threaten dive, see that Photon is zoned, and Vitality are now in a position to contest this because, well, previously they weren't, because the Jace was stuck in the mid lane catching a wave, but once he is done with that, he can move to the fight, and this is now, for now, a 3v3, if we do not count the Adam that is hitting tower. But now with VTO, Vitality have the opportunity to collapse here, which they take beautifully with all the tools available to them. Just dunking onto Nuke after a nice chain CC by Douglas, and well, this all turns out to be rather disastrous for BDS, where the Rumble now even has that kill that Adam at least managed to deny him for so long. And yeah, that's kind of the end of the story for the whole top lane shenaniganry, but well, I hope you learned something about how to strong side top and how to play around these crazy volatile matchups. And yeah, thanks for watching.